Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Evolved Firefly coming at you with some Resident Evil 4. I'm doing the Mercenaries game mode, and I'm here to talk to you guys, or give you my E3 2018 game predictions. And at the recording of this video, we're about 3 weeks away. I'm pretty excited. E3 is always a fun time for gamers. It shows you what a bunch of developers and stuff have been working on the past year. So let's get right into it. So we're going in order here on Saturday, June 9th. It'll be the EA, Electronic Arts. It'll be their showcase. My predictions for that is, of course, it's being EA, so they're going to definitely have some sport games. Probably a new football game, maybe a new basketball. It's their usual set of sports games. And I think they're going to have some more Anthem. Anthem is a 4-player co-op game. It looks pretty sweet. The graphics and stuff are really nice on it. It's kind of like, it reminds me a little bit of Titanfall, but more co-op and story based over multiplayer. But I think we'll see some gameplay for that. It was already announced that there would be a release date for that. It was supposed to come out fall of this year, but delayed till 2019. And then another game I believe is coming out for, or another game that EA will show is Battlefield 5. At the recording of this video, this coming Wednesday, we're supposed to be getting a gameplay or a teaser trailer. I think it's supposed to be gameplay. Sorry about that. Sorry about the cut there. Just making sure it's still recording. But anyway, we're supposed to be getting a Battlefield 5 gameplay trailer, and it's supposed to go back to World War II, which I'm completely okay with. I'm tired of the future warfare stuff. I think they've definitely ran that in the ground. So there'll definitely be a fresh pace on that. I think it's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be all World War II for Battlefield 5. And it'll probably have some sort of Battle Royale mode, since that's kind of the new, that's the phase right now that we're in on multiplayer games. They all seem to be adding their take on the Battle Royale genre. Yeah, thanks Fortnite and PUBG, we're looking at you. But how they would incorporate a Battle Royale mode in a Battlefield game, I'm very interested to see. Like, would they just spawn you in with just melee weapons or just pistols? I don't know how they're going to do it, but it should be interesting. But that's pretty much all my predictions for the EA showcase. And then for Sunday, June 10th, we've got actually 3 showcases for that one. We have the Microsoft one, which is going to be starting off the day. I feel like, being Microsoft and their 2 heavy hitters are Halo and Gears. I think Microsoft basically said that they were going big this year. So I think that they'll go a teaser trailer for both of them. I think we'll get a Gears 5 teaser trailer and a Halo 6 teaser trailer. I doubt we'll get any gameplay. I doubt we'll get any release dates for either of those. But probably just teaser trailer, and that'll be about it. For Crackdown 3, I think we'll get gameplay and a release date. Um, it delayed Crackdown 3 quite a bit. Its original release date was supposed to be 2014 or 2016. Sorry, it was announced in 2014. But I think we'll finally get the actual release date, and I don't think it'll be delayed anymore. Um, and I bet it'll come out August or September of this year. Um, but yeah, I think we'll get some gameplay, maybe some co-op gameplay. So since this one's going to be kind of more focused around that, which is never a bad thing. Crackdown games are always intriguing, but and then I think we'll get some Fable 4. It's been rumored. I've been looking around. It's been heavily rumored for the last couple months or so, maybe even longer than that. But I think we'll just get a teaser trailer. I don't think we'll get any gameplay or a release date or any of that stuff. Just basically let us know, like, yeah, it's happening. Which works for me. I like the Fable games. Fable 1 for me was definitely the best one. 2 and 3 I thought were good, but they could never capture what the first one could do. So I'm hoping Fable 4 will recapture the magic. No pun or anything intended, since the Fable games do have magic in them. But just playing the first one was something special, something new. So I hope they can take you back to that. But yeah, moving on. I think we'll get. Wrong button. Yeah. But yeah, moving on, I think we'll get some gameplay and a release date, both for Ori and the Will of the Wisps. It's a sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest. Those games are always pretty. I never beat the first one, but it definitely has nice scenery, and it's an interesting concept for those games. Then being Microsoft, we'll get a new racing game. I can't keep track. I think it's Forza Horizon's turn. I think it's Forza Horizon 4. I believe what the next one is. They switch between Motorsport and that one. So probably the new Forza Horizon game will be announced. Gameplay release of this year. It'll probably start the show. It usually does. And then I think we'll get a new IP. Probably just be a trailer for whatever other game they've been working on. Because, yeah, the thing with Microsoft, this generation of consoles that's been going around, or been being said, is their exclusive game pretty much sucks. Sony's they're all over the place. They got Last of Us, they've got a new Spider-Man game, they've got Death Stranding, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, I believe is how you pronounce that. They're exclusives. They're just all over the place. And this is coming from, I've always been more of a Microsoft, I don't want to say fanboy because I like Sony too. But I'm more of a Microsoft player. And even I agree that Sony's owning Microsoft in the exclusive department. I mean, because they're exclusives, they announce it, and it's just there. Microsoft announced Fable Legends, canceled. Scalebound looked freaking awesome, and they canceled that. They're dependent too much around a racing game. Their annual racing game, Gears, Halo, which are both fantastic games and franchises, but you need to branch out. They bring Fable back, that's good. Ori, good, but it's not a AAA title. These games that Sony keep putting out are AAA titles. And that's, for me, is why their exclusive department is so strong, is because they're willing to branch out, they're willing to try new things, and it's freaking working. So hopefully, if Microsoft does have a new IP, which I believe it will be something, hopefully one good, a couple years ago they announced ReCore. Good game, but it wasn't a strong AAA title. I'm sure a lot of people already forget about it. They need something to be recognizable, something to set a mark, and be a new known franchise that people remember. Like, you think Microsoft, you think Halo and Gears. There's new IP, whatever it is. They need to be able to think this when you hear Microsoft. And last year they showed Metro Exodus. I think we'll be getting some gameplay for that. Now, whether or not it'll be part of the Microsoft showcase again this year, I have no clue. Or if it'll just be somewhere else. But definitely we'll be getting some Metro Exodus gameplay this year. Unfortunately, got delayed to spring 2019, which is very sad for me because the Metro games are one of my favorite video game franchises. But that'll wrap things up for the Microsoft press conference, and I'm sure there'll be some other games that, some other surprises or whatnot. But those are the ones I feel like will be taking up most of the show. And then also later that day, they have a Bethesda showcase. And Bethesda's one of my favorite developers, period. I love the Dishonored games, the Doom reboot, Prey, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Dishonored. Bethesda's attached to it, I like it. Evil Within, etc., etc. But the game I think they'll close the show on is the rumored Starfield. Elder Scrolls meets Fallout. Well, no, more like Mass Effect, I guess. Yeah, because Elder Scrolls is more medieval. It's supposed to take place in the same universe. Like, it's supposed to be like, and it was Elder Scrolls, and then Fallout, and then Starfield, or something like that. But anyway, it's supposed to be like Fallout in space. Is what I was more aiming toward. But I think it's gonna be cool. I think because I don't think it's gonna be Elder Scrolls 6. Todd Howard, he's the director or the head guy at Bethesda Game Studios, and he said Elder Scrolls 6 it's happening, but they're gonna release 2 major games beforehand, before they get to Elder Scrolls 6. So that pretty much tells me that it'll be Starfield and a new Fallout game, whether it's Fallout 5 or a spin-off like New Vegas, maybe a New Vegas 2. But so I don't think Elder Scrolls. Maybe a title screen, a teaser trailer, something just to kind of tide fans over, because a lot of people, pretty much always ask them, when's Elder Scrolls 6 gonna be? When's Elder Scrolls 6 gonna be? Which is understandable. The Elder Scrolls games are one of their big known franchises, that and Fallout. That's why they're supposedly making Starfield, is because they want to be known for more than just Elder Scrolls and Fallout. But I definitely think it'll be Starfield this year. I think we'll get some gameplay and a fall release date. Especially since Rage 2 was already confirmed to be spring 2019. And I think we'll get some gameplay for that. So, other than that, I think we'll get a Fallout 5 or a New Vegas 2. Maybe teaser trailer or something. If it's not Starfield, then Fallout 5 I think will be this year. But if Starfield is announced, then maybe a New Vegas teaser announced trailer for sometime for next year. But I think we'll be getting some DLC for Prey and Elder Scrolls Online. They've been teasing about Prey being on the moon and Elder Scrolls Online being such a big game that they keep making big expansions for. That's probably another reason Elder Scrolls 6 isn't happening. I don't want to say anytime soon, but it'll be a little while, because Elder Scrolls Online is still doing good. But moving on, I believe we'll also get At least I hope so, because it's been 2 or 3 years. I can't remember how long it's been since we've had the Doom reboot, but I think it's time for the Doom 2 reboot, or however you want to put it. But the first one was freaking fantastic. I love the weapons. I love the cool melee kills when you get close to the enemies. So I think that we'll because Bethesda usually announces. Let's see. Last year it was 3 games. It was oh shoot, can't think of it. Yeah, Evil Within 2. It was Wolfenstein 2, and then wasn't there 3 games? Maybe it was only those 2. But anyway, last year E3 for Bethesda, I thought it was fine, but a lot of people said it was a weaker showing. So I think, Starfield, most likely, maybe some sort of Fallout teaser, and then Rage 2 gameplay, Doom 2. Announcement trailer, possibly gameplay. Usually they have more than one game release after their E3 showing. So I can't see it just being Starfield or a Fallout game. So I think it'll be Doom 2, since Rage 2 is spring 2019. But then I'm seeing different things. I'm seeing Developer Digital is supposed to have a showcase, but I've only seen that in one site. But for them, the only thing I was able to find possibly for them is Serious Sam 4, and I feel like it'll be gameplay and a possible release date. But that's about it. Moving on to Monday, I believe June 11th. Yeah, June 11th, we're getting a Square Enix press conference or showcase, which, to my knowledge, they've never done before, which is never a bad thing because I love Square Enix, which you pretty much figuring out I love a lot of games and a lot of studios, which is very true. But Square Enix is the one behind the new Tomb Raider reboot that came out, I believe, 2014. But then they made a Rise of the Tomb Raider, and now it's been confirmed that this year there will be Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So pretty excited for that. I love those games. I'm interested to see where they go with them. And they've already gave us a very small teaser trailer, and they have confirmed gameplay for E3. So can't wait to see that. I love the environments that the rebooted Tomb Raider games have taken place in. So yeah, we'll definitely get some gameplay for that. I believe for the game titled The Avengers Project, it said it's supposed to be a game that'll last, or that you'll enjoy for years to come. So that makes me think of an MMO game, but I hope it's not like DC Universe, where you create a character and you fight alongside the Avengers. I think a lot of people share the same feeling for that as I do. That hopefully for the Avengers Project, if it is an MMO, you get to play as the Avengers. Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Thor, etc. And for that, I think, it was announced in January of 2017 about that. So I think we'll get a trailer and possibly gameplay, because it's been about a year and a half by the time E3 rolls around. So I think we'll get a trailer and gameplay for the Avengers Project. And I think we'll finally get Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think we'll get some more gameplay for that and a release date. Because, it's been pretty quiet for a little while. E3 would definitely be the place to give some more news on that. I think... Oh, jeez. Chainsaw dudes are freaking creepy. Especially when they get that close. But I think we'll get gameplay and a release date for that, which I believe my prediction is a fall 2018. Well, I'll probably say probably September, maybe along. I don't know. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is supposed to come out in September, so I don't know. Depends how they want to work it. Maybe have them both come out the same day. I don't know. They might not want to take sales away from their other games, though. So I don't know. I guess we will have to just wait and see on that one. But I still think it'll be sometime this year. Fall, maybe winter. But I think we'll get a Life is Strange 2, not a prequel, an actual sequel to the original Life is Strange. Before the Storm was good from what I heard. I haven't yet to actually play that one. I'm still still working on Life is Strange on the channel. I've only played episode 1, but I did find out Before the Storm is a prequel. So hopefully it'd be nice to see Life is Strange 2, because just from playing the first episode, it seems pretty sweet. But I predict we'll get a trailer for Life is Strange 2. Let's see, and then I believe the last game for the Square Enix Showcase will be gameplay and a release date of about August for Kingdom Hearts 3. It's been a long time. They've left us hanging for quite a while on the ending of this very entertaining and cool franchise. I think August 2018 will finally close out the trilogy for Kingdom Hearts, and I'm pretty excited. I'm sure a lot of people are. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been a long time coming. I believe the second one for PS2 was like 05 or 06 for the PS2 or something, so it's been a long time. And it's definitely a cool concept, fighting alongside your favorite Disney characters, fighting Disney villains, and its own set of characters. Should be sweet. Can't wait to play it. My prediction, August 2018 with gameplay at E3. But probably closing out the Square Enix showcase. Alright, moving on. Also later that day, the Ubisoft showcase. And took me a little while to kind of figure it out because they did Far Cry 5. It came out already this year. So I feel like Far Cry 5, we'll get the DLC for the Season Pass. It had like a zombies mode, fighting aliens in space in Vietnam War. I think we'll get teaser, or not a teaser, we'll get like a trailer for all of them, and we'll get gameplay for all of them. All part of the same trailer. But then I think we'll either get another trailer, and I want to say we're going to get a little bit of gameplay for Beyond Good and Evil 2. Maybe not very much. I don't know how long they've been working on the game. I mean, it was just announced at last year's E3, and it was just a trailer, and it was a freaking awesome trailer. But I think we'll get another trailer and a little bit of gameplay. Moving on to Skull and Bones. It's supposed to be a Ubisoft Pirates. Yeah, I was going to say Pirates of the Caribbean. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag had pirate combat. And Skull and Bones is them basically just doing the pirate ship battles. That's just it. It's like 4-on-4 teams. It looks freaking awesome. It was announced last year. They showed some gameplay. It looks very cool. You can definitely see from Assassin's Creed because it looks just like it. But the concept's cool of being 4-on-4, cannonballs just flying all over the place. They tease the Kraken at the end of the trailer. I think we'll get some cracking gameplay this year for Skull and Bones. It was unfortunately delayed to, I believe, spring 2019, which is a downfall because I was looking forward to that game, but usually when the game gets delayed, usually it's worth the wait. So I'm still excited. I'm excited for the E3. And I think we'll get some more gameplay on The Crew 2. Maybe some co-op stuff. I never played too much of Crew 1. I only played like a demo or something. So I don't got too much to say on that one. And then we'll get some, which was announced earlier this year, we'll get The Division 2. I believe we'll get some gameplay. We had, it was just announced. I think we'll get some gameplay for that. Probably 2019, like February-ish release date, depending on what the setting is. The first one was like New York around Christmas time. So I don't know if they're going to change the location. I'm sure it won't be New York again. I'm not sure where they'll take this one. The first one, what they showed at E3 was awesome. The gameplay and stuff from the final product wasn't as good, but it was still good, at least for me. So interested to see what they'll do with this one. And then I think what will close out the Ubisoft showcase / conference will be Splinter Cell, because they just had him show up in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Michael Ironside came back to voice him. He has an older look to him. I believe we'll get the older look version of Sam Fisher in the next Splinter Cell game, and I bet that's what they'll close the show out with. And possibly, Watch Dogs 3 might be teased somewhere around there. I don't think there'll be any gameplay or anything. Maybe just a trailer. Watch Dogs 2 didn't come out that long ago, so I'm leaning more toward Watch Dogs 3 will be next year. But, and then going to the last showcase of the day, the Sony one. Like I was saying earlier about when I was comparing the exclusives with Microsoft, I mean, like pretty much all their games, I think that'll be at E3 this year, will all be exclusives. That's all they're going to show. Which, I think they usually do anyway. But, I mean, Monster Hunter World was showed off last year. It was announced at the Sony one, but it was for Xbox as well. But I think all the games Sony will show will all be exclusives. Because Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and Spider-Man are all confirmed to be there. They're supposed to be like the big four. And I believe gameplay will be showed for all of them. Release date for all of them. Well, Spider-Man, we already know, comes out in September. But Death Stranding, I bet it'll be a release date of sometime in 2019. Ghost of Tsushima, I'm going to go bold and say it'll be like maybe around Christmas time for this year. And Last of Us 2, I bet it'll be probably next year as well. They all look awesome. And then for Days Gone, it was already confirmed it's coming out 2019. I don't know if they'll show anything this year on it because Last of Us 2 gameplay for the very first time. Days Gone and Last of Us 2 are both zombie-like, post-apocalyptic games, and I don't think they want to clash against each other or show the other one up since they're both from the same company, Sony. So maybe skip Days Gone this year. I'm not sure. I think there'll be a new game announcement, possibly just like a trailer of some brand new IP. I bet Bloodborne 2 will be announced, just a trailer for that. And because Sony always has a DLC exclusive deal with Call of Duty, I bet we'll get some Black Ops 4 zombies and multiplayer gameplay. And I think that'll be it for Sony. I think their showcase is going to kick ass. It'll probably close with Last of Us 2 gameplay. Either that or Death Stranding, because a lot of people are interested in that. We've just been getting trailers for that one. So very interested to see where they go with all that. And then I got a list here of just miscellaneous games. This is just kind of the category I put them in. Games that I feel like will show up at E3, but I don't know where they would be put. Especially because, these games I can't see them being at any of these showcases. But I still feel like they'll show up at E3 because it's been a while since either of these games have either been a while since they've been seen, they haven't been announced yet, etc., etc. But I think the Resident Evil 2 remake, we haven't heard hardly anything on that. I think last time we heard anything was when it was just announced. I think that's literally all we've got on that game. I could be wrong, but I believe that's about it for that one. I think we'll get some gameplay. It's supposed to be like the Resident Evil 4 over-the-shoulder kind of camera. I think it'll be interesting. It'll take away from the original style, but I think it'll still be cool. I bet we'll get a trailer and gameplay for that. I doubt we'll get a release date. That'd be cool if we got one, but I think there'll be no release date for that yet. If Capcom needs to do a freaking showcase, because another game on there, I think will be showing off, but again, no idea where, is Devil May Cry 5. It's been rumored a lot that it's time for Dante to come back. It'll be an actual sequel. It won't be like another reboot or sequel to the reboot where he had the black hair. It'll be gray hair / white hair, red trench coat. Dante from the other games. They just came out with the reboot the HD trilogy earlier this year, kind of setting us up for it. And I think we'll just get a trailer. We might get some gameplay though. I'm not sure. But then I think, it's already been confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 will be at E3 from CD Projekt Red. They've made the Witcher series. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt was a fantastic game. The only thing we know about Cyberpunk is it was announced in 2014, I believe, at E3, and it was just that fairly short but very awesome trailer. And I definitely think we'll get some gameplay for this because it's been so long. I definitely think we'll get some sort of gameplay. I'd like to think it'd be in third person just because Witcher was, but I don't know, it might be first person. It'll definitely be interesting to see them go from medieval to future times. I'm pretty excited about that game. Gives me Deus Ex-like vibes. But should be good. Another game I don't know where the heck it'd show up at is Rocksteady's new game. Now it's rumored to either be... The main rumor is it's going to be a Superman game that takes place in the Arkham universe. Rocksteady made Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight came out in 2015, so they are definitely due on the game. Now, it was rumored last year that it would be Arkham Insurgency, but since then, it's been rumored it will be a Superman game, which I'm okay with. I feel like a Superman game, it would be nice to have a good Superman game. But he doesn't have as good of a rogues gallery. He's got a good rogues gallery, but Batman has a bigger rogues gallery because Batman has a huger array of villains that could take him on, or that would think they could beat him, because Batman is just a man in a bat suit. Superman is one of the strongest, some people say overpowered comic book characters of all time. So his rogues gallery I can't see as many villains being in the game, or many side missions, or however you want to look at it. And it's supposedly the main villain will be Brainiac, kind of going off of what Injustice 2 did. Brainiac was the main villain in that one as well. That worked out very well. So I think it'll be sweet. Rocksteady, I trust them. They know what they're doing. So can't wait to see what it looks like. Hopefully, I think because their last game was in 2015, I think we'll get some gameplay. But with Showcase, or if it's outside of Showcase, I have no idea. But I definitely think we'll get some gameplay of some sort. And I'm looking forward to that. And speaking of Injustice 2, NetherRealm, I believe, is up for their next fighting game, and I believe we'll get a Mortal Kombat 11 trailer mixed with gameplay. Or gameplay trailer, I guess, is the proper term for that. But I love the Mortal Kombat games. I love the Injustice game. Definitely can't wait to see that. I'm, following their set patterns that they've been doing. We'll definitely get Mortal Kombat 11 this year. But again, where? No idea. Now, a game called Call of Cthulhu. That is a game that looks pretty cool. You're supposed to be a private investigator looking for a missing persons. Or a missing persons report's been filed in this area, and they've been sent there to check it out. And it's about a cult praising Cthulhu or something of the sort. It looks cool. I don't know if there's going to be any action, or if there's going to be... Damn, walked right into that. If it's going to be a psychological horror, I think is what it's supposed to be. It looks really cool. They showed a couple trailers that look cool. I think we'll get gameplay and a release date. Fall 2018. Not really sure what month. It'll definitely be before the big holiday release schedule, so maybe August. But depending on if Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out in August, it could happen, maybe just July. Because I doubt they'll want to Call of Cthulhu up against Kingdom Hearts 3. If Kingdom Hearts 3 even comes out in August. But I think it'll come out around there. And a game that one of my favorite franchises is zombie games. So I'm hoping we get something for Dead Island 2. They had a very cool and unique trailer at E3 2014. It was made by, I think, Jaeger Studios, or it's something like that. Y-A-G-E-R. Jaeger. I'd say it's Jaeger. And then we saw some gameplay, and I believe at Gamescom 2016. Shortly after that, Jaeger left off creative differences. And that was the last time we've seen anything. Then it went to Sumo Digital back in May of 2017. They did tweet out or say that they love where the game's going. It's looking great. They can't wait for us to see it and play it. And that's about the last thing we've ever heard on Dead Island 2. So I'm thinking a re-release, or a re-reveal, I should say, at E3 this year. Most likely another trailer. I doubt it'll be gameplay, but just to know that it's still happening. I mean, it's still on their site. It hasn't been canceled. Still on eBay, GameStop, wherever you look. It still says that it's happening. We just don't know when. Sumo Digital's been awfully quiet, and I'm hoping the E3 this year will get a re-reveal, kind of just reassuring fans, like, hey, don't worry, this game's still happening. And here's another trailer or whatever. a couple more games here. I think we'll get Borderlands 3. There's rumors going around that it's not happening, but I think that might be. A lot of things have been spoiled for this E3. I'm still looking forward to it, but a lot of things have been spoiled. Rage 2 was leaked, just various things like that. So I think they're teasing, saying, "Oh, Borderlands 3 is not happening." So they're hoping that we'll believe it and then be like, "I'll be just kidding. Here it is." I don't think it'll be gameplay. I think it'll just be an announcement trailer, no release date. But that's about it for what I gotta say on Borderlands 3. But Borderlands 2, I think, came out 2014, somewhere around there. So it's definitely due for a sequel. And then BioShock 4 is rumored to be announced. I think it'll be the same thing as Borderlands 3, just a teaser trailer. But hey, when it comes to BioShock, that's all you need. No release date for that either. And all these games that I'm saying, I don't know what showcases they'd be in. That's why I kind of decided to just put it under a miscellaneous category. I got a couple more here for you. Red Dead Redemption 2. We're going to get gameplay. I mean, we've got a couple announcement trailers. It comes out November, I think, this year. And we haven't had any gameplay yet. I think we're getting gameplay. And I think Red Dead Redemption 2 will also follow the new craze of Battle Royale game mode. Red Dead Redemption, I believe, will do the same thing. Maybe a Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster, maybe. I don't know. But definitely interested in that game. Probably some story gameplay and maybe some multiplayer. That's how they could announce the Battle Royale thing. I'm not sure about the multiplayer gameplay, but I definitely think there'll be story mode gameplay. Let's see here. Moving on to the last game I figure will be announced or be shown is Overkill's The Walking Dead. It's supposed to be fall 2018. We haven't had anything changed on that. They've been releasing different character trailers. We've seen Aiden, who's the guy in Washington, D.C. Then we had the nurse, I think her name was Maya. And then we had, most recently had, so far, my favorite character, Grant. He was the older guy talking about his granddaughter. Yeah, I had to reload. But he seemed to, I definitely like Grant. He looks like he'll be my favorite character from just his background, the way he looks, the way he talks, I like him. Kind of reminds me of Left 4 Dead's Bill a little bit. But I think we'll finally, either at E3 or before E3, we'll get the 4th character trailer, and then they'll rewrite the gameplay. I think it'll be before E3, though. I think it'll be like a week before E3 we'll get that. And then we'll get some gameplay with a release date of sometime, fall of this year. And that's about it for my E3 predictions. I'll be doing a E3 reaction video as well. So we'll see how many of these predictions come true. Looking forward to E3. It looks like this is going to be one of the best E3s that has ever been. Definitely excited. I love E3. I love this time of year. It's definitely like the greatest time of the year for gamers. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Give me some of your guys' E3 predictions. And that's about it. This is Evolve Firefly signing off, and you guys take it easy.